All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
One set. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to throw. King. They complete it to Hill.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Hey, one set. Check.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check three.
King on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready. 6 yards. Come on. You better bring. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. An 80-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with him prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. King. Buying time to his left. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watch 54, watch 54. Nice, read up.
King now. Going to throw again. Caught here by Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now King, operating from the gun. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Bring it. Go. Slam.
Here's King. Back to the air on second down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on
On 3rd down, Garcia rolling to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Go. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
I'm coming after you. Check 31.
Throwing on 3rd and long. King. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
26-yard line.
Ready. 58, come on. Double through, 58.
Now Garcia throwing on 1st down, looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, King. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. So we got man.
Back to throw. King. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a carry for Pirine. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw on 3rd down, Garcia. That's caught by Howard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Garcia operating from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Garcia to throw. Throwing again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Check it back.
Garcia throwing on 3rd and long. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
King throwing to start the drive, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. What? Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
King now to throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Garcia. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Garcia. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garcia. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll try to run this one in. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Check 50, check 50.
Again, it's Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now King on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Garcia.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's caught. It's Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57 to Mike. Gotta do better. Let it go. QB, come on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. This is Miller, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's King on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. Garcia. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys continue to pour it on. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ready, go! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll go again with Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Garcia now. Off play action. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garcia off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Off play action. Garcia. And that will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3 bucks.
First down.
Hut. 1 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Woo-hoo! Shift. Smoke.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You must be dreaming. Check 37. Orbit.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good